Hello ladies, it's Cindy Rue with Mama Rue Crafts, and I want to show you some of my latest things. I was watching Kathy from Paper Phenomenon, and on a Ustream channel, it was the end of May. She made a hybrid mini album that included a shadow box in it, and it got me thinking. Then later she went and did a BAM project, and she has a YouTube video showing it, but on Ustream she actually made it. And so I want you to check out Kathy from Paper Phenomenon for this inspiration is where I've got this. And it's a box that we make from chipboard, and I used the Mariposa paper. And I just fell in love with this paper. It's all glittery. So I just didn't feel it needed anything. I put the Tim Holtz corners on it. It's got a Tim Holtz decorative knob and the feet. Now the feet come in silver, and so I used some alcohol inks and made them more of a bronzy color to go with the other. And then on the back I do have hinges. Now the hinges were bright brass. So again, I used alcohol ink and did some black on this. But the amazing part, and let me see if I can zoom out just a little so I can show you. When you open it up, you have a shadow box. Now, what I called this one was Wind Beneath My Wings. With the Mariposa paper, definitely had the butterflies. And I'm thinking to dedicate it to the people who have flitted through my life and made some wonderful impact on me. I had some charm. It was a little fairy, which I love. And I made it so it dangled along with this little butterfly down here. Used some roses that I had made, and then some little miniature ones. Of course I bought those because I'm not about to try that size. And then I have an organza flower I'd made here with some pretty bling. Hat stick pin, and then some just jewelry charms and little bling. Little recollection bling here with some little pearls. And there's a charm up here also. So had fun with that. I printed these out and put them on. But you actually make this shadow box from the chipboard. Now, she covered all the chipboard. I covered my center cross pieces, and I covered the back with paper, but since I used black chipboard, I didn't feel it necessary to go up and around the edges and everything. And then inside, I have a little mini that I've made, and I finished the bottom. See, pretty. And this is mostly using the Mariposa. I think I have a little time traveler in there. I have a little swivel charm on here. Put some ribbon, and I have another little charm I made to match my hat pin, and big chunky bling. But this is one I had made, and I just used the black chipboard on it and made black pages, and then used the Mariposa and some colored their matte stacks and stuff to make it. And all this page it's a double page, and it's kind of, I got inspired from her, Kathy, from Paper Phenomenon's, it's a version, my version of her BAM mini album, and where one piece of paper makes a double page unit that you have a little overlap here to punch for your binding. And now I just made it so it has pockets on the top, and then I used solid color, and I decorative corner punched it, and used the Mariposa matte stacks for the tags. And then each page I left these a little loose, and I used Martha Stewart to decorative punch the edges. And again, the same thing. up here. You can see the decorative edges I punched. And then left a little 3D effect here. Here I did some strips and I left them loose so I could hang the photos in there. This one was kind of unique. I had a Martha Stewart. It's on a glisten paper, but I had Martha Stewart doily punch that I don't know. I haven't seen it out there in a while, so maybe it's discontinued. I'm not sure. But I punched it out of this gold or ivory shimmer paper, and I don't know if you can see the shimmer on it. And then I punched some out of vellum. And so it really gave it a unique look, I thought. And then, oh, I forgot the biggest thing. I just had a birthday, and my husband let me get my Sizzix Big Shot. And so I have a Sizzix now. I'm so excited. My Cricut's feeling neglected, but I wanted to cut fabric and chipboard for so long, and I couldn't really do that on my Cricut. So, but anyway, I have a Spellbinders die, and I cut the shape, and you again use this frosted ivory. And this is a Martha Stewart deep edge butterfly, and I love that. And it just goes so cute with the butterfly corner punches too, just to accent it. Here's another time using my Sizzix, or yeah, the Big Shot. And this was the Mariposa paper, and I cut around the butterfly and the scalloped edge, so when I fit, let's see, I'll fit a goofy picture in here. Let's see, my grandson. But anyway, when I cut and fit this in here, then the photo gets cut around the edge. I thought that was kind of unique. And then this one I just did some corner triangle punch, and then punched the long wide edge and made my own corners. This one I again left this edge loose, and I just made a tag to fit in this pocket here. And then this one I did another edge punch so that I'd been pocket, so I could put something down in there, and it would have that decorative look to it. And what was funny about this, I was cutting the butterfly, and I accidentally cut off part of the wing. I didn't have it out far enough, so I didn't get the whole wing. So I just, instead of throwing it away, I decided to put it in there, and it kind of gives it a unique look being over the page. So happy little accident there. And then I leave these loose to kind of come up 3D. And just punched some decorative ovals, and added some gold ribbon and butterflies. And there's that deep edge punch. Now this one I left loose so I could tuck the photos in. And then this one I made a pocket, and I have a pocket back here. And what I did to make the box, because this was not her original intent, I just had already made the mini album, and then I just measured it to come up with what size my bottom needed to be. And so it modified it, and it would fit it perfectly. And I just make the edges 1.5 inches wide to glue those, to do those. So you can make this box any size you need. But what I was noticing, let me get when I did it, let me see here if you can see the wonkiness of it? Well, it's not really too much of a problem. But when I went to Hobby Lobby to get my hardware, my hinges, I was looking at their paper mache boxes, thinking, well, maybe I could get them cheaper. And I noticed something, that they have a lip on the inside of this, another piece of paper, or, edge, that when you fit it on there, it holds it snug. So, can't stop with just one. I had my Mariposa mini album from the Not So Mini album. And I wanted a box to keep it in. So, I made me one. And I put, and I don't know if you can see it real well, but I put a little extra on the inside so it's raised up. What I had to do to modify, I couldn't do it on the other one because my shadow box was right to the edge. So these pieces I cut to 1 1/4, and these outside ones were 1 1/2. So now my shadow box, you can see here, has a 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch space. So I could go and cut chipboard 1/4 inch taller, so it would be 1 3/4, and it fits, and it's snug, and it doesn't wiggle around. It's like a nice cigar box. I did put hinges on this one. But I decided I didn't like feet. I didn't want the feet on there. I thought that might be too much for this one. And I haven't finished quite everything in here. I'm going to find me a nice little figurine or miniature here and some things down here. And I'm going to find a photo to put in there. But I had a big chunky key, and I had a butterfly charm. And I just put a bunch of bling, and this is just a ribbon. Beaded ribbon piece here, and some bling and some butterflies, and then little charms. And I glued some pearls on here, and I have a little key that dangles here and a little lock to go with it. And then there's some roses I had made too. So I thought it was a nice touch. I like the idea of having them in a box, having them sit out. If I had a lot of flowers or something on here, it would be protected. But it makes it special. It would make it even a better gift. I could see doing some new baby, put mommy and me on here or something. But this is also now just a house decor piece, but it would hold some wonderful memories. And wouldn't it make a great Christmas gift? So check out Kathy's video on Ustream and YouTube. And she's just creative. She is just, I get so many wonderful ideas from her. Laura Dennison from Following the Paper Trail is another one that's got some versions using Tim Holtz conversion boxes that has done some things with the shadow box. She did a sewing box. She did a suitcase for the winter CHA and for the Tim Holtz booth. So I definitely think the shadow box is a nice touch, and adding them to hold the mini album, and it would be a great Christmas gift, and I've got to get busy on this. The black chipboard, you could get black core matte board and get it cut down. I found 12 by 12 black chipboard at Joann's online. A lot of times they'll have it on sale, so it's worth checking out there. And it's just so nice. I'm going to do one out of regular chipboard and then paint it and then put my paper on. I just like having it finished so then I can just cut little strips as opposed to trying to wrap and get a nice smooth corners and everything. And the black with most of these papers just really, I of course distress the edges, as far as inking the edges and things. So give it a try, check out the videos, and give it a try. It's fun. It's a habit for me. I mean, I've got 2 done in 1 week, and ideas just keep popping up with them. So have fun with it, and I hope you enjoyed my little show there. Thank you.